Hello, adventurers. I am Zed with ZX's Gaming, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn with Zalcan. When we last left off, we were working on the Archer class quests, and we had just finished the level 20 Archer quest, and we were now going to do the level 25. So we're here in the class hall. So let's talk to the guildmaster here and get going. Zalcan, I hoped you would come. You may be able to help. I'm concerned about Lay and Silver. They show signs of losing perspective and, well, mayhap it is best you see for yourself. I cannot but help feel that both would benefit from your console. Consider this a personal request, Zalcan. Well. Okay. Let's go speak with Mr. I Hate You. Oh, gods. Did Louisiana send you to pester me by any chance? This is hardly her concern, and is most definitely not yours. If you must know, I've decided to leave the guild. I mean to track down Pawa Majuk and finish what we started. The gods Quiver and Wood Whalers seem content to ignore our warnings, but I will not let her escape again. I already made that mistake once, and it cost me my place in the gods Quiver. I, the foolish young sentry of whom I once spoke, he was me. We had her, Zalcan. There was no escape. But then she began to wail about a wounded comrade, one who would surely die without her help. She looked me straight in the eye and begged. And I blinked. I failed to see through her most elementary ruse. I failed Gridania and the gods Quiver. And while that can never be forgiven, mayhap I can reclaim a measure of honor by stopping her. So Mr. All High and Mighty is not so high and mighty after all. He's a rotten guard, in other words. But a wanderer like you would not understand what it means to betray your people. Worry not. I do not intend to leave just yet. I will continue to gather information until I am certain of Majuk's whereabouts. Make no mistake, though, it is only a matter of time. Now run along, will you? Oh, and if you're so concerned about your fellow guildmates, you should attend to that moping Mikote. The sight of her shuffling around while staring at her feet is bad for morale. Not that it matters to me. Alright. Oh, it's you. Tell me, Zalcan, do you ever think about home? Do you ever wish you could go back? Mine was just another poor village in the Twelveswood. The fields were more stone than soil, and merchants hardly ever bothered to visit. We didn't have a lot, but we didn't need it. And then the calamity came. I remember running, and the screams. It was so loud, Zalcan, so unbearably loud. And then I was here, in a strange city, surrounded by more people than I'd ever seen. I didn't know any of them. But I knew how to hunt. I was always good at hunting, Zalcan, and the guild gave me a place to get better. At least I thought I'd gotten better. She, Pawa Majuk, she was so much more. I've been thinking, Zalcan, that maybe this is a sign. Maybe Silvera is right, and this guild, this city, is no place for an outsider like me. And so I've decided to leave. I'm glad to have known you, Zalcan, even if it was only for a short while. Forgive me if this is too selfish of a request, but before I go, I would like to meet with you one last time. Alone, in the South Shroud. These Gridanians would not understand. Alright. So my fellow guildmates have lost their minds. It turns out Silver is a putz. Alright, we'll go ahead and zoom to Quarry Mill. We'll go find out what she wants. Couldn't talk to me there. Wanted to meet me deep in the woods somewhere. What could possibly go wrong with this? Alright. Let's clicky and see what happens. No, don't hurt him. And there I was, thinking he might not accept my kind invitation. I don't recall inviting him, though. 'Tis rude to presume, sonny, and I do so hate rudeness. Wait, it's not his fault. It's mine. I invited him. He's a member of the Archers Guild, like me. He's not Gridanian. Ah, I do begin to recall his face. Aye, knows how to hold a bow, that one. Well, he ain't the typical recruit, but I reckon I'd be willing to make an exception. No, it's not like that. I wanted to say goodbye. Zalcan, ever since I met Pawa, I've been at a loss. But now I realize that my place isn't at the guild, with the Gridanians. They'll never accept me. This is where I belong, with my people, carrying on our traditions, our archery, not Gridania's. That's all I have left, Zalcan. So I'm going with Pawa. Maybe you don't understand now, but just promise me you won't tell Lucian or Silver. The heck I won't tell them. Zalcan. I had a feeling he might be harboring a few niggling objections. Worry not, sister. Shoot the bastard. What? Ain't no love lost twixt ye and the guild, is there? Then what's the problem with Feather and a bloody venturer? No bugger'll miss him. I'll miss him, all right. So just stop. Dear me, and I had such high hopes for you, Miss Alipo. Waste of bloody time. A keeper what's lost her nerves about as much use to me as a glass bow. There's no sport in killing captured prey. Ack, I better not see neither o ye again, 'cause if I do, I'll show you what happens to prey what's daft enough to get caught twice. Away, sisters, away. How do you do it, Zalcan? How do you live in this place with these people? Why do you even bother? What have they ever given you besides scorn? Well, what do you see in them, Zalcan? Even though you joined the guild after I did, you've come so far, so quickly. Maybe you've even surpassed me. I have to know how you've done it. I have to know what it is that I'm doing wrong. There's only one way I can think of find out. Meet me at the Bannock. Okay. The Bannock is over here. So she's not having a real good week. Tries to leave the guild and then figures out that, well, that's not going to work so well. Yeah. Let's go across the bridge. Okay. So, she's all got the shimmery thing, which means we get a scenario. Alright, here we go. Shall we begin? Then defend yourself. Show me what these people have taught you. So she means to learn by fighting me. Alright. She poisoned me. Oh, the antidote didn't work? It says it cures most instances of poison. Apparently not the poisons that come in class quests. Well, that would have been nice to know. This isn't much of a fight. It's so simple. You've opened your eyes and looked beyond your master's faults. You've accepted their teachings and taken them to heart. Even Silver, for all of his bigotry, wishes only to preserve his traditions. I've lost sight of everyone else's struggles and became obsessed with mine own. I was so afraid to let go of my cherished notion of archery, my family's notion, and learn another way. I didn't want to betray them or dishonor their memory. But I have a family here too. A family that sees the wider world and is willing to show me how blinkered I have become. Blinkered? I didn't know that was an adjective. As archers, we train our eyes and our minds to be unforgiving, to defy any attempt at concealment, and discern the naked truth. It is little wonder, then, that I have neglected to look inside myself until now. Though unquestionably worthwhile, I found the experience rather excruciating. Thank you, Zalcan. I know now that I belong at the guild, together with you and Lucian and yes, even that bloody Wildwood. God's help me. I think I might actually miss him. I don't know. I wouldn't go that far. That's pushing it. Missing him. Alright, let's go back and talk to the boss. Miss Silver. Welcome home, Zalcan. You need not say a word. One look at Leah's eyes was enough. Thank you for returning her to us. When we focus on a single goal and pursue it with passion and fervor, it becomes easy to lose sight of what else lies before us. With your skill and vision, Zalcan, you can help your fellow archers to look beyond themselves and remember their comrades. I hope I can count on your support in the future. Let's see. That's a big upgrade. Okay. Oh, we got a bow upgrade too. Well, let's apply our glamour plate. Update our gear set. And let's see. The bow and the shirt. Yeah, we can sell those. Okay. All right. So we're now up to date with class quests. So it is time. It is time to head back and do some main questing. So let's see where we were. Oh, yes. So there's a caravan robbery and some disappearances. And we're supposed to investigate by visiting the scene and heading to Drybone. Okay. And we are unattuned. We're unattuned to Blackbrush Station. Maybe we went there and didn't touch the thing. In that case, we need to get attuned to both of these. Let's go ahead and head to Yolda. Let's see. Central Thanolin. Blackbrush Station. Okay, yep. Could also probably take a chocobo. Blackbrush. Horizon or Vesper Bay? Well, that's not getting us to where we want to go. So we will pump up the speed. Ah. So this was the new patch. After you run, turns into jog. Let's add Peloton back in. This is actually pretty fast. I see why I couldn't get the chocobo here, because I didn't talk to her either. So let's attune to this. And let's talk to the chocobo person. Okay. So I'm going to Camp Drybone. I don't know. No. Because I haven't been there yet. So we're going to have to... We are still jogging. So the next series of quests along the main quest, we do have another big goal coming up. And that is you'll get to a point, I don't remember how many quests it's ahead, but you get to a point where you're going to be offered the ability to join. Oh, I guess the sprint turned off because we changed zones. You're going to get the ability to join a grand company, and that will do two things. The first is when you join grand companies, you get the ability to ride mounts, ride ground mounts. So this means we will get our own chocobo that we can use, which makes things go a lot quicker for adventuring purposes. And then the other thing that happens is, hopefully, by that point, we'll be level 30. If not, you know, we can do some fates or whatever we need to do to get to level 30. Because as soon as you open up the grand companies, you also open up the ability to do PvP. I'm Isbard, here to search for missing folk, I take it. Minfilia sent word that an adventure fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Amalja. It seems we know who the culprits are at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely return. Okay. Let's get right to it then. Minfilia names the Amalja culprits in all this. You would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Amalja hands. The flames burn where they might, but their light cannot stay the darkness in all places at all times. There have been brutal murders of callers at the Church of Saint Adama Landama. Adama Landama? Innocents wishing no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I would see to the deed before mongrels catch their scent, but I know not if the Amalja still linger. Would you secure their remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Amalja seek in this area. You want me to bury dead bodies. This is why I'm here. Okay. Oh, the mighty have fallen. Hey, I delve into dungeons. I fight off big nasty things. And then you go someplace else and they're like, yeah, could you bury a couple of bodies for me? And while you're at it, can you make me a sandwich? I really need a sandwich. Yeah, we got the purple haze going, so we're gonna get attacked by something. Look at that. Ripe corpse. Just not a corpse. Not a dead body. A ripe corpse. Ew. Now, do I have these ripe corpses in my pocket? Did I sling them over my shoulder? I should probably pick up the aetheryte here, shouldn't I? Forgot all about that. Oh, the chocobo person is upstairs. Let's go do that one too. I have a way of getting back here. Okay, talk to the chocobo person. Given that this is we're going to register this as a favorite so we can come back here for cheap. All right. With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You've done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Amalja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so there were Amalja remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed, but I sense there is more to this than meets the eye. The occasional Amalja raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kinds of numbers. The total is too great. The questions too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day, and even if it were one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicit in these vanishings? What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves, and maybe among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings. 12 forbid it to be so. There's a merchant by the name of Ungust. With a name like Ungust, he's probably not that much of a successful merchant. Who was born here in Drybone and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him. Else he's not like to speak to you. Okay. So, I guess I'll go talk to Ungust. Well, gods be damned. You're that bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Ul'dah. Oh, it's this schmuck. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? See this note? Dear friend, missing people, please help. Hiccup yours, Isambard. Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much pass wind nearby. Played them all for fools and coaxed some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before, what with all the disappearances. You can go to talk to them yourself if you don't believe me. Okay. Please, sir, just leave me be. Uh-huh. I have nothing to say but this. Thou'll take who or whatever has been feeding off us low folk. What do you want from me? I don't know anything. I swear. Please don't kill me. Wow. No, we didn't get anywhere there. Just as I told you, wasn't it? The whole lot of them are terrified. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved on to a better place. This place ain't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Well, yeah. It's not, but... Yeah, Eisenbard, your friend was completely useless. Welcome back, Zalcan. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folk are nothing if not fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. Okay. Repair. That actually gets worse. Let's pick this up and we'll go sell it. Eisenbard would like you to learn what you can from the clergy. If we would know what the common folk speak of to their gods, we've no better place to ask than the Church of Saint Adama Landama. It is a small and humble church found to be northwest of here. And so long as you are headed there, when I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse... A morbid request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you to see it done. Seek out a man named Marcus. He tends the graves of the Lich Yard. He will tell you where the bodies to be interred. Good night, Irene. Oh, while you're at that, can you make me a sandwich, please? Trying to solve a mystery of, you know, people getting abducted. And, I'm carrying corpses around. Hi, Marcus. Yeah, I have a fresh body. Hi, Marcus. Yes, a body? Of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, sir. If you seek a place of burial, then there's an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. Okie dokie. Oh, okay. I missed it. It's the other one. The other direction. Alright. Oh, so I lay him on the ground and now I'm supposed to bury him? There we go. Clicking once wasn't enough. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people? I'm afraid I cannot help you. But maybe Sister Arcien? Arken? I don't know how you pronounce that. We'll go with Arken. She's been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why though. Pardon me. You'll find Sister Arcan within the church walls. Alright. I hear you have done us the service of burying a fallen soul. Well, he was ripe. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Isambard when next you see him. You seek knowledge of missing drybone inhabitants? It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the Order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marcus would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems to now prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Thancred, I believe, took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marcus and soon. Thancred? Really? Okay. So we didn't get anywhere here, did we? Except for... we got rid of some corpses. It's almost like this was a dead end. Nope, totally unplanned. Totally unplanned. Hate me if you must. Isambard. Thank you, Zelkan. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Zelkan? Hey, it's Thancred. A pleasure, my dear Isambard. The name is Thancred, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I, too, spoke with Ungust more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of common folk speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes. Who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession? The good sister Arcan herself? Arcan? She wouldn't. She couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend. And you would be wise to keep an eye to this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marcus, I swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. Alright, let's do that one. Isambard is concerned with the questions surrounding Sister Arcan's integrity. Sister Arcan? I feel like the C should be pronounced like an S, but Arsene? I don't know. It cannot be, though. She is wont to travel the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it's not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it could not be she, could it? I grow weary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Zelkan, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Arsene's activities. It's now Arsene. Alright, so he's probably up over here. Okay, let's go see what we can find out. Okay, is there a chocobo? Oh, walked right by. But there's no aetherite up here. But we'll grab the... Alright, so we can at least get back here from via chocobo. Uncombed urchin. Alright. Please help. Sister Arson went out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me right here about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I'd lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. What if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Okay. Oh, and hey, look, there's a purple haze, which means we get to fight something. Alright, let's go. Alright. You're the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child? Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It's a ring given to him by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Okay. So we saved her. Now it wants us to go back to Drybone. Okay. Back to Drybone it is. Sister Arsen was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar. Gods forfend. I'll secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans and risking her own well-being in the doing, no less? Certainly not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have us believe. Guess he was a little off base there, huh? Let's see. Item comparison. It's a small... Nope, it's not an upgrade at all. Alright. Pick up this one. Should I level a magic class? I'll have some magic armor. Eisenberg seems to have a message to you from Thancred. I'm well glad I reserved that inn room for Sister Arsen. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now, on to the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be waiting at the Amalja's encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Well, yes, so far we've been getting exactly nowhere. Alright. Hi, Thancred. There you are, Zelkan. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about the good sister Arsian. Arsene. I'm gonna keep making it different every time. Eisenberg said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. Yeah, you were dead wrong. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. Whilst following Sister Arsene near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as this encampment, but, well, let's just say I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Zalcan. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? So apparently, he can't be bothered. He's just gonna sit around and have lunch or something. Yes, you, carrier of ripe corpses. You should go kill some monsters. I need to work on my tan. A leaflet. All right, Thancred. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? Yeah. Found this leaflet. This leaflet. See the wealth of Nald to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. The lettering, though, atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Nald Thal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let's see what Sister Arsene makes of it. Well, assuming she's recovered. There she is. My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor this day? What do you know about this leaflet? What is this? Blasphemous? These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the Order. Of that, I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the Order to deceive the people? The plot thickens, Zalcan. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt an irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isambard what we have learned here. Well, we seem to be getting farther. We now know somebody's faking themselves to be a priest or priestess. Posing as a priest, to think. These troubling notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Zalcan. I shall keep my eyes and ears open, now more than ever. That 'tis not an upgrade. Yeah, we'll pick that up again so I have more gear. I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon, more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Zalkan and me serve like with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of succor. Ah, I dare to hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but the two of you are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in a battle, but I can supply the garments for the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs, so long as you don't mind the smell and the stains. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Zelkan. So as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Eisenbard has lent us, and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. So we're going undercover. Alright. So let's see. This is the new stuff. So grab that. And grab that. Okay. So now we should be able to talk to people. Okay, here's one. Greetings, good sir. Is there aught I might assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond north of Sandgate. Oh. There's a place where these people meet by the pond. Well, that's something. Oh, is this the one? Yeah, I think that's the one that's upstairs. I preach the teachings of Azema, the warden. Hast thou come to partake of the honey of her wisdom? Azema is a keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou wilt want for naught till the end of days. Okay. And you are? Another refugee by the looks of you. The immortal flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Begone, and see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. Oh. Thanks, buddy. I was about to get to the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. Can you feel the love? Yeah, it's upstairs, up on the little... What is it? Gods, not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whomsoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by that muddy pond of yours at Drybone? Okay. So, we have another confirmation of a group of refugees hanging out by the pond. Let me guess. quite a knack for being a nuisance, Zalcan. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we weren't able to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandgate to the east of here. The eyes of authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away helpless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Alright. Well, now we're finally getting somewhere. Fine day for catching false priests, wouldn't you say? You look absolutely smashing, Zelkan. Positively dressed for the deception. All that's left then is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate souls. This is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I'm a priest of the Order of Nudthal. I come to offer you succor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them. They will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. Tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you'd have made a god's awful mummer, Ungust. What? How did you know You bastards tricked me. Please, don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Amalja raids began. They would appear sudden as a sandstorm, and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew. So I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Amalja in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands. Outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind, pray tell? First of all, they wanted the schedule of crystal shipments from the Nanawa mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to leak me the information. Next, they wanted to bring me people. They wanted me to bring them people. So I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Amalja. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence? You could have sought aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you're not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak. Was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and never even see a fraction of what the Amalja pay me. You sacrificed innocence so that you could line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for this mess of the world's end, then blame yourselves or the gods. Ugh, not you again. Were you the one leaking the Immortal Flames patrol routes to the enemy as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that. I swear it. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth, but no matter. There'll be time enough to learn the truth. Zalcan, be a good man and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would you? I shall prize everything I can out of this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Speak with Minfilia at the Walking Sands. Well, first things first, let me get out of these raggedy clothes. Alright. So we can take the gold saucer tickets. There we go. Vesper Bay. Alright. Well, we're getting somewhere with the abductions. We found out that Ungust was selling off his own people to line his pockets with money to make the Amalja happy. Now, what the Amalja were doing with these people, we have no clue. And that's kind of scary. But anyway, that's, I think, a pretty good spot for us to pause our adventure. I hope everybody is enjoying the playthrough. And please do all the things. Comment, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. If you got any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I will get to them as soon as I can. And otherwise, I hope everybody has a great day.